Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I had a very gloomy day out. I cannot tell you and stress enough that it is truly the wet coast kind of day today. I just got home from work, and generally until about like 8:30 at night, the sun is shining, or at least, giving off some sort of illumination. And like a bad candle, it is absolutely disgusting outside right now. It's gloomy, it's cloudy, it's raining like crazy. Where is the beautiful spring/summer? Oh. Anyway, moving right along, welcome to Throwback Thursday, you guys. Before we go any further, I will tell you what's on my lips. I have worn this many times. Santa Claus dropped this off in my my stocking this year for Christmas time, so Santa did a great job. Collection exclusive in JLo's Nude, and it's number 370, JLo being Jennifer Lopez. And they have it all, these are L'Oreal's, by the way. Yeah, L'Oreal. That's what I have on my lips, and I quite like their, I don't know if I like their pinks, but the red for, oh yeah, you guys know. I love a lot of these ones. The pink ones, I would say I didn't get the greatest pigmentation out of the pink versions. Enough said, Throwback Thursday. So we have to thank Brenda over at Pretty Polka Dots. And sorry, Brenda, I always mess up your name. I normally, I can get it right most of the time, but sometimes I want to put it, and I've said it before, and I think it's either going to come up or before this video or after I say Pretty Pink Polka Dots. My apologies. If you aren't already following Brenda, she's awesome. She's out of Oklahoma. She has now, just like me, we both were very much into our candles, but we have become very frustrated with how our candles are melting these days. And I am totally just going to put you on hold for 2 seconds. I totally forgot to pull out what was left for Throwback Thursday. So rather than stopping the video, I thought, oh, we'll just do this. So anyway, Brenda, like myself, she's been on YouTube for far longer than I have, but she was very much into candles, Bath and Body Works mostly, just like myself, and she's now just sort of started getting into wax melts, and whether it be mainstream like Walmart type wax melts, or vendor wax such as Sassy Girl Aroma, Hayden Rowe, that kind of, like, there's a lot of different vendors that I have talked about on my channel, and she has as well. Anyway, so Brenda, thank you very much. Brenda picked the Petal showers from Scentsationals. So this is just like your standard side. In Canada, they raised the price this fall, at least my local Walmart. This is where Scentsationals can be found, is at Walmart. In Canada, as far as I know, at least in my area, we don't get Better Homes and Gardens. And I'm saying to you right now, at the end of the month, you'll see 1 or 2 empties or partials of Better Homes and Gardens that I've received from friends of mine in the States. And they are so much stronger. Ooh. Anyway, so the price was raised, at least in my local area, for this. Is normally has 6 pieces in it, and it went from like $2.99 to I want to say it was like $3.39 or something like that. There's a bit of an increase in price, but look at that. It's a very pretty, very spring. Like, that's why I pulled this out for the springtime Throwback Thursday. I just thought it was great. So anyway. So it says 70.9 grams or 2.5 ounce lot of wax. I don't have scent note descriptions. That's what's really like frustrating as a reviewer, to find scent note descriptions, and that way I can tell you whether I feel that they were correct and how they set their notes up. But what I did is I used it 3 different times in 3 different locations. I put 2 in my big melter, my 25 watt. It's like a Mainstays melter. I put 2 in another Mainstays melter in my kitchen, and 2 in my bedroom, which is the Bath and Body Works, also 25 watt melter as well. So not at all at the same time, but I think I had the 2 in the living room going on at the same time, and I think I did the last melt in my bathroom afterwards. My bedroom, just to give an idea of a big space versus a little space. So scent appeal on cold for a floral. That's the reason why I picked it up. I don't buy stuff I don't want, that I don't want to melt. For a floral, I really quite liked it. So for a floral, this is pretty high. I would give this a 7. But I did pick this up last spring. I think it was the end of spring, I want to say. Maybe summertime. Anyway, so, and now I've melted it. And as I've mentioned, those 3 areas that I've melted it and the type of warmers that I used, I got the best throw in a small room on this one. I did find that this one to be quite light in throw. So when it comes to throw, now keep in mind I had 2 of these chunks right over my shoulder here and another 2 right in the kitchen over that way at the same time. So again, you think that, you know, it would fill a great room. It really didn't. In fact, they kind of got lost on the warmer that I have just over my shoulder. It's a bigger dish. That might be perhaps why. I'm not certain. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. My kitchen one, Mainstays 25 watt, was a little better, but again, I had to be fairly close around it to get a good smell. In my bedroom, however, again, melting it separately, in my bedroom, I had the 2 chunks in a 25 watt Bath & Body Works, which is still today my very favorite melter that I own. Anyway, that did much better. And so I figured that something like this is probably best in a bathroom or a bedroom or some small room of whatever kind. So when it comes to scent throw, I would say in my great room, it was quite low. I give it a 5, but I bump it up to about a 6.5 in my bedroom, but still very light. I would not repurchase this because of that. I now into vendor wax a lot, but there are lots of mainstream Scentsationals and what have you that I'm finding that are very strong, and those ones are definitely repurchases if they come out and if my Walmart stocks up through wax again. Like, no joke, you guys, I'm starting to get nervous. I used to go to one city, a smaller city, and have a plethora. Like, it was like, oh my gosh. And then I go to the bigger city and there's like nothing. And now there's nothing in the one I tended to go to a lot, but I'm just going to keep on looking, keep my eye out, and that kind of thing. Okay, so no scent, no description. This reminds me of like a Johnson & Johnson soap that I remember when I was young, like a child. It is ever so slightly floral. I don't know, it's not baby powdery, which is nice because I don't do well with baby powder scents. I liked it. It's a perfect melt for again, small room, so a bathroom would actually be good. It's almost like a fresh, there's no like sea salt or anything, but it's a very nice light petal scent. And very much like the pictures, it's a petal shower, so maybe that's what they mean as, without scent descriptions, it's hard for me to say, but it does smell like you were going to sniff some flowers right after the rain. And you know that smell of nitrogen in the air when it rains, and if you don't know what that is, when it rains, a lot of times, especially if you haven't had rain for a while and you get rain, there's that smell in the air, generally it's a nice smell, and it's the nitrogen from the ground and all that stuff, and that's why all the birds are out trying to dig up their worms and all that. That's the kind of what I got, like a really nice spring petal scent after the rain falls. So I think Petal Showers was a perfect name for it. It's a beautiful packaging. It was very, very nice. Unfortunately, just because of its throw, I won't repurchase it again. I don't even know if the Americans can get this. I haven't seen it in my store, the local Walmarts at all, actually, since I picked this up a year ago. And I haven't seen any other YouTuber review this or haul it, so I'm wondering if it was just one of those hit and miss, like it sort of showed up and then it was gone. So thank you so much, Brenda at Pretty Polka Dot. See, I messed up. Pretty Polka Dots, for picking this week's Throwback Thursday. I'm super excited. I had Brenda this week and last week with Anthony over at Anthony's, see, I messed it up. Kettle Cafe. Oh, you guys, what a week. Oh gosh. Anyway, I'm not trying to, I feel so bad. I mess it up. My apologies. But I am so appreciative. These are people I've been following, commenting, and love their channel since before I started my YouTube. I think Anthony and I probably started around the same time, within a month or two. I think he may have started maybe a month or two after me. And so I have been chatting with them for quite some time, and they're both lovely people. Okay, this is the last, I believe, I think next week I'm going to be introducing, I can't remember, what day are we? Yeah, I think next week is I'm introducing to you guys the next, I think so. I don't know if I have to look at the calendar. Now I'm all messed up. Whether this is the last Throwback Thursday for spring, I'll have to look it up, but soon you will see me pulling out new things for summer. So with that being said, oh my goodness, I've got one candle left. Down below, the first person down below who comments and states which item that they would like me to either burn or melt, I will let you know, and I will be either burning or melting whatever you've selected. So I've only got 3 selections left, which leads me to believe that I think this might be the last week before, anyway, we'll figure it out. So I have 1 candle, and it's Cloverleaf Nectar by Illume. And I have 2 melts. Both of them are by Scentsationals. We have Honey Bourbon Frosting, and the last one is Iced Lemon Sugar Cookie, which is gorgeous. And yeah, so there you go, you guys. That is it. Hey, Willow, wanna come here? Come here. Come here. Whoa. She was just on the windowsill. Hey, say hi. Hey. Whoa, Mom, I just ate and you just picked me up. Well, it's not the same rule for swimming. Yeah. All right, you guys. As always, be safe and have fun.